Here we have a mid-season clash of teams who've earned their spot in the top 25, trying to come up with a victory today and make a big push toward the home stretch. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the third-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Hoosiers will kick this away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. It's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do today, Kirk.
And Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. The runner takes off to his right. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the Wolverines will have to kick this away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you think.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Using his legs, it's Beebe. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Breaking tackles. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out.
It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first and still going. The defense scoops it up.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a...
Hold on a second. There's a timeout in the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain in that catch and run. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And now the defense able to bring him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Wolverines! They grab the early lead.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Well, he's got some space here. They bring him down, but it's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Finds his man. It's Beebe.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To throw, it's Mendoza. Grab down the middle. It's Barker. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that 5th defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. First down, looking for more now. Will not be brought down. They finally get him down for the offense with a big spurt to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, quarterback setting up the throw. He cannot escape, it's a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
At first down, sack a surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. Looking to do on 2nd and long. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of it. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Turn starts inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Running back grabs it on the screen. When the tackle is made, the defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the 1st down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. He makes the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it with a 1st down at the 47. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the move now. Caught in the backfield. It's Prescorn.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Finding space at the 20. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the Wolverines are in the red zone now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And here's the handoff. He couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. offense is back out there on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Grab behind the line, it's Beebe. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab behind the line, it's Beebe. Defense shoves him out of bounds, not much of a gain there.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Looking for a man deep down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that play.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball. It turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it to the left side for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Takes the toss and heads left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll run it here. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Caught by the receiver.
Boy, great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. The Hoosiers looking to run some tempo here. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Hoosiers are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Can he make it to the marker? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 4th down, they will go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball at the 34.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
Running out of time in the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He's found some room at the 45. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
The Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Beebe. And he stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with the defense.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. And the Hoosiers will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Caught quickly. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball knocked loose on the dive.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do. They're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He'll toss it to the back. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw complete to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up with the 36. Drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback keeps the football. He's got the 1st down and more. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And the Wolverines are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Over the middle, it's Preschool. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. They are pouring it on now.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Motion now from the tight end. Ball handed off. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Play fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. One of those critical third down plays coming up.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front, get a good push. You have to like that call in this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position, so the right call is made and you pick up the first down.
He gets loose. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback still with the football. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt.
You know, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Breaks free. Picks up the first, looking for more. You bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pounding away with the run game. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Boy, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's a quarterback keeper. Breaks an open space. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. single back, takes the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Short pass finds the tight end. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. We'll try to run it with the option. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
No gain on second down. Can they punch it in here? Third and goal from the 2. We'll try to run this one in. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. To throw, it's Mendoza. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. And the Hoosiers come to the line in a hurry up. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Hoosiers will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. And the running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind.